The novella The Turn of the Screw opens at a Christmas gathering where guests share ghost stories. One guest, Douglas, introduces a chilling story written by a woman who once served as a governess to 2 children at a country estate. He reads her manuscript aloud, and her account becomes the main narrative of the story. A young, unnamed governess is hired by a wealthy bachelor in London to care for his orphaned niece and nephew, Flora and Miles, at his country estate, Bly. The employer insists she handle all problems on her own and never contact him, an early sign of her isolation and pressure. She travels to Bly, where she is welcomed warmly by the housekeeper, Mrs. Gross, and charmed by the children's beauty and apparent innocence. The governess soon receives a letter from Miles's school, expelling him for an unspeakable offense. The reason is never revealed. One evening, while walking the grounds, she sees a strange man staring at her from one of the towers. Later, she spots the same man at a window inside the house. Mrs. Gross identifies him from her description as Peter Quint, the former valet, now dead. The governess becomes convinced that the ghosts of Peter Quint and Miss Jessel, the previous governess, are haunting Bly. She believes they are trying to corrupt or possess the children, though Mrs. Gross never sees the ghosts herself. The governess grows increasingly obsessed, watching the children for signs of secret knowledge or complicity with the apparitions. She eventually sees Miss Jessel's ghost by the lake, while Flora is playing nearby. Flora denies seeing anything, but the governess believes she's lying. The tension escalates as the governess isolates the children and herself in a feverish attempt to save their souls. Flora becomes hysterical and is sent away with Mrs. Gross, leaving the governess alone with Miles. That night, the ghost of Peter Quint appears again. The governess confronts Miles, demanding that he confess what the ghosts have done to him. As the governess claims to see Quint's ghost standing in the window, Miles cries out in terror. She pulls him into her arms to protect him, but when she looks down, Miles is dead. Whether he died of fright, suffocation, or supernatural influence remains unclear. The story ends abruptly, leaving readers uncertain if the ghosts were real or figments of the governess's deteriorating sanity. Henry James crafts a haunting psychological mystery centered on repression, innocence, and perception. The ambiguity of the ending, whether the horror is supernatural or psychological, makes the tale an enduring masterpiece of psychological Gothic fiction.